I wanted to show you the Everywhere Mobile App. So I'm gonna just log on to the app right here. It's for tablets, it's an Android app. So as you see, we have various modules and it depends on your rights what you have access to. We have case management, so you can have field technicians update case statuses and information. The great thing about this application is that it's on the tablet and it synchronizes with the main cloud system. So this way, even if you're in a place where you do not have internet access, your field technicians are in a basement or something, they can still manage cases and things like that. They just have to be sure to synchronize the information. So I'm just going to quickly look at some of the things on a case. So when I open a case, I can enter the information about the organization. If I have machines, I can look up the machines that are there. I can assign the case to a technician, add the internal comments. I can also add various activities. If I have a transaction I want to do based on a case, for instance, based on a case, I might want to enter a quote, create a quote for that customer, create an order, do a service ticket and an invoice. I'll just pull up one by one. So a quote is very basic. You can add the items to the quote, and the prices can come up. If you have specific pricing for each customer or different customers, you can have the pricing based on that customer, or you can have your standard pricing. And these are all settings that you can update in the system yourself. So let me show you what a sales order. Again, they look pretty much the same. You can add items. I think the service ticket's slightly different. In the service ticket, all you're really doing is entering what tasks have been completed while the technician was out there. They can enter when they started, checked into the location, checked out, how many miles, and enter information, and then you can get a signature and submit it. And again, this can be dispatched through a case or an issue, and you can update it here, so they're all related. If I have a prior history on this case, I can see the different history of prior cases with this customer. And if let's say there's attachments, let's say I want to take a picture of something and I want to add that to the case so we have a record from it. You can add a file that you already put on your tablet, or you can take a picture of it right from the camera. What was that? If I click on equipment, I'm not sure there's any equipment in this location. Yeah, there's no equipment. So you can actually see what's been done on each piece of equipment. So that's pretty much what a case looks like. The other information on the case, you can see right here, the address, the city, the technicians it's assigned to, the status on the assignment. If you click on this, you can quickly see any information or internal comments and, where the equipment is located if you have equipment at locations. And this is the sync. So this helps you, it syncs it by itself every 5 minutes, but that way you can do the sync quicker. Delivery, if you have service orders that you're dropping off to various customers, you can actually get signatures from your customers after they've dropped them off. So you go here, you hit delivered, and if that's a quantity, hit yes. If it's no, it'll let you update the quantity, right, of 2. So the rest will become a back order, right? Just running this is a test. I'm really bad at typing. And then you can have the customer put a signature. And all of this gets submitted to the system. You can email the invoice to the customer Bluetooth printer, and you can also just confirm delivery, and nothing prints out. And we have a pantry service, which is specific if you have pantries at a location. So a pantry is a place where you go and drop off items that you may have. So you can set up par levels for each item. So you just type in the existing quantity of item, and then it'll tell you how much you should replenish, right? And if there's additional, so let's say they're gonna have an event and there's additional items you wanna replenish, you can add more, and it'll just give you the ending quantity. So after all of this, it basically lets you create an order, right? So when I put in the correct amount, it basically doesn't have anything to replenish, right? So again here, if there's notes, I want to see the average daily usage, the last ad, the last day it was added. You can see all that information right here. So there's two things you can do. You can create an order. So you create an order if you're not actually dropping off these items and you want them to drop them off next time, right? And when you create an order, you can create the promise date of when you promise to deliver those items. And I'm going to hit no, or you can create an invoice. And when you create an invoice, you can actually have it delivered right there. Again, you go through the same process. Are you sure you want to create an invoice? You can enter the name. I'm going to just enter my name again since. Okay, then we also have, I'm not going to go into detail, but we have a POS where you can add items from a POS screen. And this is a mobile POS, so based on wherever you're located, you can actually just add items. So you can set up various categories, and these are not very expensive items. So you can add these, then you can check out if you hit. Some other things here are inventory, so you can do material receipts, adjustments, and transfers. You can add activities. So for an activity, you have to. You can also just go to the transaction area directly and hit transactions and enter a code, an order, or invoice. That's really all I wanted to show. I just wanted to show some of the features on this Android tablet that we have. If you have any questions or you want to get a demo, please contact